Hello! I'm doing another book tag. This one is by Jellyfable. I'll link the original in the description. And it is based on the asexual and aromantic flags. But you don't have to use asexual or aromantic books. It's just based on what the colors of the flag mean. So the first one, based on the asexual flag, this one is supposed to be a sexual character, is name your favorite book with an asexual character in it. This would be Blank Spaces by Castellanix, and I've talked at length about this in other videos about why I love it so much. Yeah, I love how different the characters are and how well described they are and how that relationship happens. Just spot on, wonderful. 100% need to reread that book. Next is the Aromantic flag. Name your favorite book with an aromantic character in it. That would be Summerbird Blue. This book is pretty intense. It's raw. The main character's sister just died in a car crash and she's trying to process it. So you get these kind of painful raw thoughts and then you get them again because she's kind of looping on this. And I did find it a little hard to read that much emotion. But overall, at least on the the aromantic side, I like that she hasn't fully figured it out and that she forms a friend group and goes on a date with a guy and kind of gets to think through these things and talk with him about it. And part of the loss is that her sister was the one that she talked to asexuality about, and his sister was the one she would have talked to about being aromantic possibly, and kind of needing to find other very close relationships now that she's lost her sister. Okay. Next one is Purple. Name a book with an Aspec character that you are anticipating reading. Technically, you started it. I believe this is a demisexual character, and there's like a texting mix-up where she thinks she's texting one person, but it's actually someone else. And I've requested this from the library. It looks pretty adorable. Yeah, I'm finding I really love these kind of text-initiated romances because they're forced to build the relationship and not just like see the person and like the person, so I'm able to really connect with it and understand it. And also, I haven't read enough demi-fiction. I've read the Princess Doesn't Like Cake and Bear Otter and the Kid, and I think that's it. And I definitely want to read more of it, especially because they're kind of this bridge. They understand not feeling sexual attraction, and they understand feeling sexual attraction. Green, name your favorite book that doesn't have a romance or where romance isn't the main part of the story. I'm going to go with Dreadnought by April Daniels. Part of why I really love this book is I take it as hope that I can also write a book where there's a lot of character development around a queer identity and there's great sci-fi world building and plot. You'd think it'd be hard to do both, and it probably is, but she did it. Okay, Black, name your favorite book with fantasy creatures. The Menagerie by Tui Sutherland. Especially there is a creature named Bob that comes up in the third book that is just the icing on the cake. Gray, name a character who is never stated to be Aro Ace, but who you strongly feel to be Aspec. I'm going to go with Simon Snow from Carry On, The Rise and Fall of Simon Snow by Rainbow Rowell. And having read the second book, I do think maybe the character is just kind of traumatized from something and maybe wouldn't identify as a spectrum, or maybe would, but how they're described in the first book, that they feel like they're just kind of supposed to be in a relationship with this girl, that they don't really see themselves as gay, but they are very drawn to the male romantic interest, and that they're not interested in sex, and they're kind of worried about what that would mean for the relationship in book 2. So yeah, it doesn't matter to me that the author hasn't claimed the character's ace and they haven't been like clearly labeled as ace. I just really connected to those experiences, and so I'm kind of headcanoning that character as ace, and I'm bracing myself for book 3 that like it might be revealed that this character isn't Ace, and I just need to accept that like the author may never have intended that, and that's okay. Let's see what's next. Gray, name a character. Nope, I did gray already. White, name your favorite platonic relationship from a book. I'm going to go with Darker Shades of Magic, the relationship between the brothers. Yeah, I just really, that was fun and it clicked, and I don't specifically think of the main character as Ace, but he's definitely got like a lot of other things on his mind. I don't think he thinks about sexual attraction at all in that book, but his brother certainly does. Yeah, and I just kind of love that there can be a friendship between someone who's kind of actively interested in sexual relationships and someone who's not actively interested in that. And I don't think that was a primary part of the book. I liked that platonic relationship. Okay, that was my Ace and Arrow Flags book tag, started by Jellyfable. Goodbye.